So we now know the teams that make up the 2021-2022 Europa Conference Group stages, of course, and those teams have been separated in their respective groups. But who's going to go through? Who's going to go home? I've got my early little picks coming at ya next. Back once again with another prediction video today. We're looking forward to the Europa League Conference Group stages and got my early door predictions coming at you, and we'll get to that in just 1 second. If you're new, where you been? Smash your subscribe and get your bag up today with all things Europa Conference League related, Bapanovas related, World Football related. We're going to know here under one Ruskies. Of course, now we know the groups, we know the teams, of course, who's going to take advantage of this brand new squeaky clean competition from the UEFA, of course. Over the next few days, we're going to predict each and every one of the groups, of course, my early door picks to see who will go through and who will go home, of course. But anyway, let's get cracking, of course, and jump into the thick of things. So here we go, boys and girls, here we bloody go, of course, with UEFA's brand new competition, the Europa Conference League. Over the next few days, we'll predict each and every one of the groups, my top picks, who will go through, who will go home, of course. But I've got a bit of an interactive element for you guys. You can get involved with this yourselves, of course. If you want to get involved, there is a link. It is free to enter. It is group predictions. You use that code right there. It should be in the description as well. Now, this code is universal for this competition, at these group stages anyway. You just go there, you put your picks for each and every one of the groups, press submit, and of course at the end of the group stages we'll see who had it all right, who had it all wrong, and I'll have a little leaderboard and all that kind of stuff. It is for fun. I hope you enjoy it. But anyway, let's get in the deep end. Alrighty, boys and girls, it is the Mourinho Effect now, of course, over in Group C as Roma take on CSKA Moscow, Zorya Lugansk and Bodø Glimt out of Norway. That's right, of course. Who's going to be the team that's going to get in Mourinho's way, or will it be Roma's to lose? Of course, let's get into the deep end then, shall we? Of course, predicting Group C in the Europa Conference League. Kicking it off with Roma up against CSKA Moscow over in Rome. Of course, on the 16th of September, it is match day number 1. And of course, we do anticipate a one-sided affair, especially when Roma are at home. 3-1 win for Roma to open up of course, their campaign in the group stages with a win. Bodø Glimt, they'll take on Zorya Lugansk, of course, over in Norway. Of course, difficult one, this one. Again, you got to win your home, get something on the away, and of course, you'll be in tip-top shape. This one will be a home win for Bodø Glimt. Of course, you've got to beat your Zorya Lugansk. Of course, I think they might be coming out of Ukraine. I'm not too sure. But anyway, a big win for Bodø Glimt at home, of course, to keep them up the heat with Roma as well. Meanwhile, Zorya Lugansk will host Roma, of course, in match number 2 on the 30th of September. And of course, Mourinho will have to be at his very, very best on the road, and I think he'll do just that. 2-0 win as well, back-to-back wins for them, keeping them in the thick of things. CSKA Sofia, though, will host Bodø Glimt next time around, of course, over in Bulgaria, I think. And I think the Bulgarians will get a win here, 2-1 win, to get themselves right back in the thick of things. Of course, level on points with Bodø Glimt, of course, and Roma running away with it after match number 2. And we get into the hump now, of course, the halfway stage. Bodø Glimt will take on Roma in Norway, and they will lose it though. 2-1 win to make it 3 wins on the spin for Roma. Too big, too strong. Of course, they've been boosting their squad over the past few weeks of the transfer window. I think they'll take this a little bit seriously, because I'm sure he wants to win some trophies, doesn't he, Mourinho? Meanwhile, CSKA Sofia will host Zorya Lugansk, and they'll make it back-to-back wins, of course, and a big chance for them to get into this one. Of course, they'll take on Lugansk in the reverse fixture straight into it, and that could put them in command here, of course, as we break the bank on this one. So on the 4th of November, we're going to match number 4. Zorya Lugansk will host CSKA Sofia. It's a point for CSKA Sofia, which makes it 3 games unbeaten. Of course, their only loss was against Roma on the road. They'll take on Roma at home at the final game of this campaign. So you never know. Keep an eye on CSKA Sofia for at least the runners-up spot. Meanwhile, Roma will host Bodø Glimt. Of course, match number 4 for them on the 4th of November. It'll be a 3-0 win, and that'll be 4 wins on the bounce for Roma. Of course, looking to make it a clean sweep across the board. Can they do it? I think they're on their way. Let's take a look at match day number 5 then. On the 25th of November is Roma once again taking on Zorya Lugansk, and once again, you'd think big win for Roma, 4-0 win in the end. Of course, keeping a clean sheet to boot. Of course, with the only hiccup maybe being CSKA Sofia from a 100% record for Mourinho's boys. Meanwhile, Bodø Glimt will take on CSKA Sofia, possibly win this. Yeah, this is it, all on the line, all or nothing for this one for either two sides. Zorya Lugansk are probably out. I'm going to go with a Bodø Glimt win on this one, which gives them probably the upper hand, or does it? They did lose. It all depends on what goes on here. Will Roma pick up an away day win to make it 100% and put CSKA Sofia in a bit of trouble, or will it be a point for CSKA Sofia? A point or more probably puts them in second spot on this one. I think they'll get a point here. Of course, dent Mourinho's, of course, 100% record. Of course, course, put them in the command for that runners-up spot. But a win here for Bodø Glimt on the road could change all of that. I'm going to go with a 1-0 win for Zorya Lugansk to get the 3 points, and then Bodø Glimt's passage through to the semis or to the knockout stages. So into fourth is Zorya Lugansk with 4 points. From them is Bodø Glimt in third with 6. CSKA Sofia on second with 8. They play the waiting game. They go through the playoffs. But running away with it is Roma with 16 points out of possible 18. Not too shabby as well. Get your picks in down below, and also use the old the code as well to get involved in the old prediction league and all that kind of stuff. Have some fun with that. Of course, now before we bow out of here, of course, make sure you get your predictions in using this cute little code here. It is free to enter, of course. Get your predictions in, who you think will be first, second, third and fourth for the respective groups, and make sure you press submit in the end. But that's it, my friends. Be sure to give the video some love, smash the old thumbs up, smash your subscribe, check out the links down below on Twitter, Twitch, Facebook, and of course Patreon if you want to support the channel in another way. That's the best place to do it. We also have a wide open, free to enter Discord. Make sure to check that out. All that information is in the old description down below. But anyway, look forward to the Europa Conference League. Who's your tip for the title? Let me know. Until then, I'll see you soon. But be safe, mask up, and of course we'll be back when, of course, the games come around. But until then, we're done.